Hi guys, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do the Sagittarius reading for September 2020. Now, as you probably noticed, I have the cards all laid out already. And that's because yesterday I did 5 videos, 5 readings, and I went to listen to one of them and there was no sound. And I realized there's no sound on any of them. For some reason, my microphone wasn't on. And it's one of those Mercury retrograde things, like my microphone is always on. So I don't know what's going on. Anyhow, so I got the same cards out because it was a really good reading and I wanted to just have that same energy here. Okay. I also put out a reading for everyone for the rest of the year, what to expect for the rest of the year. So be sure to go and view that as well. But this one is just for Sagittarius and just for September. So let's get into it. So first of all, these 4 cards up here jumped out while I was shuffling. And so before we even saw the body of the layout, we had these 4 cards. So the Emperor, the High Priest or the Hierophant, the Lovers, and Temperance. You know, the Emperor represents the father figure in your life, or perhaps the boss, the ruler, the one that's running the show, basically. He has a lot of responsibilities, or her, on their shoulders. They have to take care of everything, you know, and they have to, you know, make sure, see all these things they have to take care of on all different levels. And they're probably a level above you. You know, they at a supervisory level, if you're at a laborer level, that sort of thing. Like I said, they could be your boss, maybe even your landlord, something like that, or a father figure, someone who helps take care of you or is responsible for you in some way. Okay. Then we have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is about institution, you know. We're talking about hospitals, universities, prison, government, even the institution of marriage. It's about commitment and making a vow towards something, you know, making a commitment towards something. It also represents higher learning. You know, you may decide to take a course or go back to school or retrain in another area. But it has something to do with the Emperor, okay? And then we have the Lovers. And the Lovers is also about a commitment. Usually the Lovers is about a choice, okay? You have a choice to make, and it's usually in relationship. So whether that's with your lover, with a family member, someone you're very close to. And you know, I don't know if you can see the dog down here. The dog is old, has been around for a long time, has been loyal for a long time. This could be someone that you can rely on, someone you can depend on. They're solid. You know, this person could be solid. And it could be something long lasting, like this bush started here and you grew up and up and up and all around this solid foundation. And that's the love, support, beauty, you know, of it. And someone you could grow old with, kind of thing. right? That's who these two represent. Or a choice, all right? And then the last card is Temperance, about finding balance, getting balanced out again. Sometimes this is in ourselves, how we nurture ourselves. We nurture our body and our spirit, our mind, and our heart. Oops, heart. It's backwards on the screen, but anyway. And this is going to bring you up levels. This is going to raise you up. Finding balance, balancing out. This person could balance you out. If we look at these 4 cards, so that's those 4 cards individually, okay? Together, I got to tell you what it looks like to me. Okay, right there. Whoa! Here we go. So here they are. All right, together. I'm wondering if there's going to be a marriage. Okay, this is the institution of marriage, the commitment to someone who is like a father figure, or they're, they have a lot of responsibilities, perhaps. Someone who has a lot of responsibility, okay? But they're solid, going to be around for the long haul, want to really grow something special, and could really balance you out. It's what you needed, it's the anchor you needed, perhaps, right? So yeah, like this is commitment, and so is this. So you'll have to make of it what you want to, Sagittarius, but and I gotta tell you, there's no one in my peripheral vision that is ready to propose, in my opinion, like, and I'm not even dating. So, and I'm Sagittarius, so right now it's not happening in my life, but hey, September hasn't even started yet. Today's the 26th of September, or of August. All right. So then I, cut the deck, and I got the 3 piles here, and I start on laying out the cards, and I pulled out a 4th one in the first row by accident, and I said, you know what? It's meant to be. I pulled out 4 in all rows, and I notice how it's 4 squared here. It's 4 in all directions. And we're in a 4. This year is a 4. A 4 is a pause to see how things are working, how they're going, how is it progressing, and is it working? Is this how I want to keep living, keep moving forward? And so this 2021 is, or, just coming into the future, is the time that we can make adjustments and changes to the job or home or family relationship or world. Okay, so in the past, you have death. There could have been a death in the past. There could have, some of you could have lost someone in this past year. But anyway, it also could be an ending to something that probably what you're done with. You've been full cycle with it, and it's time to move on. It may be a long road to get through this, though, or have been a long road, has been a long road to get through this. And for Sagittarius, I know you guys have been down a long road, a long, painful road. But it's finally come to an end. And at the end of that road is new life. There's light. So, you know, with death, there's birth, there's rebirth, there's new life, okay? And new life there is. Look at the lady sitting there looking all proud. You know, she's dressed in purple. She feels good about herself. It's not necessarily how others view her. It's how she views herself. How you view yourself, Sagittarius. You are proud of yourself. You are giving yourself credit where credit is due, you know, and are kind of reflecting, you know, reflecting at all that you've been able to achieve, all that you've lived through, all that you've accomplished, where you've been, you know. And so here you are at the place, you know, kind of the summing up of, because you're almost at the 10 here, right? So you are almost at a completion period in the Pentacles. And the Pentacles is how we nourish ourselves, how we put in effort and time and money, what we invest ourselves in, you know, physically, what we eat, our children, all kinds of things, the family. But anyway, and, you know, you can see this is in the fall. It's kind of funny because here now in Canada, it's beginning the fall and the sun is shining. The sun is shining. The sun is about success and happiness and warmth, feeling good, feeling good. So it's really nice to see this beautiful Nine of Pentacles after this long road you've been down, you know. Feeling good about yourself. This is feeling good. Then we have the King of Cups. Now, this fella is just, I'm just keeping an eye on this truck. Okay, it's leaving. So this is the King of Cups. And the King of Cups usually is in love. You know, he has his forget-me-nots and he's reading poetry. And he has deep feelings. However, he's not revealing them. You know, he's in this room by himself, all in secret, you know. Where he can be alone with his thoughts and feelings. And but the thing is that, you know, this could be a water sign around you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, male or female, someone that has feelings for you, I'm thinking. And also they see you, you know, he's facing her and she's kind of looking at him too, I gotta tell you. But he thinks she's all this. She knows she is now, you know. But he's like, oh, wow. She's amazing, you know. She's beautiful and valuable, right? Sees the value. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes the Wheel of Fortune is about karma, you know, karma coming back around. And so this is a change, you know, the wheel is turning and things are coming around for you. Also, I think it's kind of saying that something's changing in this situation between you and this person. there could have been a death for you or them in the past. And, also perhaps they didn't value themselves really as a good catch, something like that. But this is all changing. The sun again is in the sky. Their karma is coming around for you, and in a good way. This is because the sun is shining here. It's kind of cool because you can see grandmother in the background, watching over, um, um, watching over you, wants to see you happy, wants to see you happy. So in the present, this is in the past, okay? In the present, we have the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords could be a air sign around you, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Doesn't have to be. It can be your energy too. Same with this King of Cups. Because this King of Cups could be you also not revealing your feelings. You're feeling really good about yourself. You may have feelings, but you're not revealing them. You're keeping them close to your heart. You also may feel a little vulnerable, like he's wearing that armor, or they feel vulnerable. They need to protect themselves, protect their heart. They don't want to get hurt, right? So, back to the Queen of Swords. So like I said, it could be an air sign around you. This person is emotional, has feelings for sure, but they're cloaked, they're cloaked, and they may come off as kind of icy in their communication because they want to deal with the facts, They want to deal with the facts. They don't want to get all mushy-gushy about this. Let's just hear the facts, the truth, and to talk about this, what's happened, whatever it is, something that's happened. So, anyhow, the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is heartbreak. Tell you the truth. It's sometimes deceit, deception in some way. In this card, it's showing a broken heart. The rose is on the ground in front of him. She's thrown him the rose, I don't want your rose. I know the truth. There could have been a lie, deception. It could be a third party, even another person in the dynamic that perhaps something you didn't know. It's like you get wind of something and you want to know the facts, or someone comes to you and wants to know the facts. You know what I mean? They want to talk to you. They've got their feelings covered here. Their real feelings in layers, layered like an onion, and quite serious. This is quite serious. So, just a sec here. Sorry about that. Someone was driving by. So, yeah, this is disappointment. You know what I mean? It's, it could be something to do with where you live too. The house is in the background. It could have something to do with where you live, the living arrangements, something like that. Anyway, Then there's the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles is investing yourself in something new. And I tell you, I'm not surprised to see this because, like I said, you're at the 9 back here. You know, you're getting ready. This is concluding, and you're getting ready to start this new thing. It's kind of exciting for you. You want to. She's getting her feet dirty, getting right into it. It's like something you feel very comfortable doing too. You know, I just got that sort of feeling. At this point, it might be in idea form. You haven't actually got it all figured out yet, like how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it, where, all the logistics about it, you haven't quite figured out yet. And then we have the Tower. The Tower is a shake-up. It shakes everything up. And, you know, I got to tell you here in the Tower, it wasn't built on solid ground to begin with. You know, this was going to fall at some time or another. Okay? And, you know, it's something we need to happen. It's the kind of thing that it pushes us when we're not ready to go yet, and it says, oh yeah, you are. Go on now. And so some sort of shake up. It could be in relationship to something. You know, like this is stirring things up. This is rocking the boat. This is all of those things that we all try to avoid. You know, we just don't want to be in the middle of something. We don't want to upset the status quo. And this is where it's upset. It's not working, you know. So yeah, if you refuse to face it, refuse to deal with it, life happens and makes you. You know, you gotta face it, sort of thing. And you know, it's kind of good because it's like you're investing in this. You know, it could be part of your investment, or when you start doing this, you know, it brings things up or something like that. Something sometimes too, the Tower comes when we refuse to see something for what it is, you know. Anyhow, I feel like there's another vehicle coming down the road here. I'll pause for just a sec. Carmela, she's not finished barking from the vehicle going by. Melly Poo, she's sitting here right beside me. So, in the future, you have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is feeling trapped, feeling like you can't act on something. There's something that you can't do anything about. And, you know, on the outside, this woman looks really well put together. She's well dressed. She looks like she's not doing too bad in life. And she's holding the sword. You know, the one sword. All the other swords are surrounded by her image of herself. You know, she sees, this is what she sees when she looks at herself. Someone who's trapped. This is trapped in your mind, eh? This is a mental prison that you can't seem to get out of. There's also a refusal to see the way out. You know, because if you could only see all those bondage all that bondage would drop away. And there's, she can easily walk through if she walked through the swords or just simply turned around, she could unravel herself. But this is the vision you have of yourself. This is the reflection you see of yourself. Others see this. They say, what? No way. She's really put together. She's a really great person. No, she can't be that, So I think this is something that you're working to change. Part of me thinks you're juggling these two parts of yourself. I think you're juggling financially for one thing, but I also think you're juggling these two selves. And I gotta say, I think there's a certain amount of emptiness in the middle, and you need to remember that you are this, You also need to forgive yourself. We've been through a lot in this past year, isolation, prisoners of war, so to speak, and not allowed to see our loved ones, our friends, go to work. We can't make money. We can't, a lot of us lost our jobs, our homes, all kinds of things. It's been devastating. And then I hear people worried because they gained a couple of pounds and stuff like that. And you need to forgive yourself. This wasn't of your making. And it took time for us to get through this, and we're not through yet. And it's going to take time to undo, all the things that it did, and undo ourselves. Unravel. It's going to take time to unravel all this. Don't be hard on yourself, It takes time. It took time to get all caught up in all that. It took time. It's going to take time to unravel it. So be gentle with yourself, okay? Forgive yourself. Say, I am going to do better the next time, I'm going to try again. I'm going to do better this time. So, like I said, people, you may have people watching you now. What is she going to do now? What is he going to do? He's juggling. He dropped one of these loops, and he's just got these three. So let's hope he can keep pulling this off. You got this juggling act going on, and you've been pulling it off so far. But, I'm not sure that you want to do it anymore. I just don't think you want to, right? The other thing is you have the Five of Rods. The Five of Rods is kind of like having to face everyone. You kind of have to stand up to them and say, listen, and they see you kind of like this, vulnerable, maybe weak, naive perhaps, and you're going to go and face them. It's either the whole family or everybody at work or something, and you are going to show up, and you're going to show your strength and your value here. You might lose. You don't care, but I'm still going to stand up to you. I'm not afraid. I'm going to prove myself, kind of thing. So it's you are not intimidated. You're not intimidated by this. You kind of might feel like an outsider too. like and like to a big group that, or a clique, you know, they've always been known each other for a long time, or been working together for a long time, or something like that, and you might be the new person on the block, and so to feel like the outsider, wherever the situation is, whether it's a family you're joining now, or I don't know, but yeah, it's like you got to prove yourself, you know, you have to show what you're made of. And you're like, sure, I don't care. I'm up for the challenge. You're talking to a Sagittarius, you know, and like I said, you're up for the challenge, and boy, are you going to show them. One of the things I've never noticed before, I've never commented on before, is that he's not clothed. You know, he's wearing a towel, I think. And it's not because of the time, because everybody else is clothed. It's because he has nothing to hide. He's not ashamed. He's proud of himself. And this is about achievement, recognition, and reward. You know, you're being recognized and valued. And like I said, with nothing to hide. I'll take everything off. I'm not hiding anything. Ask me anything. I'll tell you. Be prepared for the answer, but I'll tell you, you know. And this is really, um, people stand behind you. They believe in you, you know, because you've done this. You've said, this is who I am. This is what I got. This is what I have not. And they love you all the same, respect you, value your integrity and your ethics, you know. So it's so wonderful. I love seeing this because you may have had doubt in yourself here, you know, doubted yourself, thinking, geez, you sure are pulling it off here, aren't you? You're not that. Who do you think you are? You're doubting yourself. And it's not the clothes. It's not the clothes. It's who you are, what you believe in, what you value, what you hold precious, you know. And anyway, you're very supported, celebrated, maybe rewarded, and I'm not saying with money. You may be rewarded with a title. You may be rewarded with, I don't know, some sort of support. So, I also took a card from the Animal Spirit, The Wild Unknown by Kim Krans, and the card that you got was the Whale. I believe it's the humpback whale too. I'm not sure, not positive on that, but so this is a water energy, the whale, and I know that part of the message is to delve deep. Delve deeper. Okay. Profound peace and ancient wisdom. I love the sound of that. The whale represents profound emotional health and stability. Whale personalities are not afraid of emotional expression or traversing difficult terrain. As they have overcome many challenges in their lives. These experiences have enriched them, giving them stability, strength, and a depth that is rare. Whale energy is usually linked to the feminine forces of compassion and communication. We can depend on the whale personalities when all else seems lost, and trust them to be a beacon in our darkest hour. And so the homework of the whale is regular self-care. You know, it can be as simple as showering and brushing your teeth and brushing your hair and getting dressed, you know, getting dressed, not in your pajamas, you know, getting dressed and go outside and feel good. Um, you know, go for a walk, stimulate your mind, your spirit. Eat an apple. They're in season. Anyhow, I just want to touch on something real quickly. If you want to stay and listen, I'd appreciate it. Someone wrote me and she was frustrated because she said there's so many ads that the message gets lost, Lynn. I forget what you had just said by the time the ad's done and all that. I didn't realize there were that many ads, but I felt terrible, you know. And I said to her, I'm not sure what I can do. The ads are the only way I get paid for putting up all these videos, the work that I do. And to be completely honest with you, with almost 20,000 subscribers, I only make $1,000 a year. A year. That's my cut of all those ads. So YouTube offered me memberships, as you know. I talked about it in the last couple of videos, and you know, there's different levels and it ranges, and it's a monthly fee from anywhere from like $1.99 to $50 a month. So I got to thinking, and I have a proposition for you, and I really want to know what you think. So for each astrological sign, I make approximately 26 videos a year, okay? 2 a month, and I do a couple of extras along the way. So for all of those videos, if each person sent me $1 for only the videos of your sign, so if you're Sagittarius, like if you're watching this, you probably are, on your birthday, you would send me $25 for the whole year. That's not a month. That's just for the whole year, to pay me $1 for each of those videos for your sign. Now, I understand you might watch some of the other signs too, and that's okay. I just want you to pay for yours. So that is a fair deal for me and a fair deal for you. It's only a once a year charge on your birthday, and or you can do it in that month sometime. I thought the birthday would be a good time. And it would help me a lot. I'd actually be able to put these videos out. I wouldn't have to do my other part-time job. I could focus more on this and maybe put out more videos, and all of them would be ad-free. I wouldn't need to have ads, you know. And so I would never have ads. I'd turn that part off because you guys are paying me. You're paying me more than the advertisers. So let me know what you think. I'd be really interested to hear. And also about the video, you know, comment about the reading here if you want to as well. I'd be interested. Also, hit that like button, share and subscribe if you like this video. It's all free. It helps me a lot, and I appreciate it. So take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.